Thank you so much for staying tuned. 6:17 a.m. right here. Time to see what the headlines are saying this morning. Please note, these headlines are only read as published and have got nothing to do with Nigeria info. So ensure that in your reactions, you read the body of the headlines, you have the facts and all the details.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
This morning, we've got the following platforms: The Guardian, The Nation, The Sun, The Punch, and The Daily Times. Let's get things started with The Guardian. Tinubu Parley's CPC Group says revenue target met amid data gaps. Enough is enough. PDP governors tell Wike dismiss threat to abort convention. ADC accuses Tinubu of nepotism as Atiku decries rising insecurity. Opposition seeks legal redress for Rivers local government poll irregularities. CVR. Oshun maintains lead with 474,372 as INEC registers 2.5 million in 2 weeks. Court voids mandatory 15-year service requirement for soldiers. Defense HQ denies armed forces supporting payment of criminal groups. Federal government lists 91 public firms for privatization. Dangote refinery exports first gasoline cargo to U.S. Moving on now to The Nation. Tinubu recalls NTA DG. ED News reverses fresh appointments. More grassroots support for Tinubu's re-election in 2027. Experts on how to rescue health sector. Tinubu assures Nigerians revenue targets met, no borrowing needed. Military eliminates terrorists, arrests 13, rescues 15 in nationwide crackdown. All this and more on The Nation today. Moving on now to The Sun. Federal government mulls privatization of Ajaokuta Steels, refineries, airports, 89 other enterprises. Gombe records low turnout, according to INEC Rec. Out-of-school children will reduce by 2030, UBEC shares. GDF donates smart projector electric screens to Bayelsa Varsity. Tinubu's government most divisive, says ADC. PDP governors talk tough, inaugurates convention committee, says nobody can stop national convention. Insecurity. APC's strategy to remain in power, Baba Ahmed. Taraba APC raises alarm over state government's plan to disenfranchise other political parties. All this and more on The Sun today. Let's move on now to The Punch. Convention. Wike's scam demands ignite fresh PDP feud. 3 Lagos laborers found dead in makeshift apartment. Tariff war. Respect state electricity regulators. Federal government warns discos. CNG price hits 450 naira per SCM as federal government withdraws subsidies. National Assembly cautions WAEC on planned CBT rollout. Atiku slams federal government as bandits sack Kwara village. Wike fines FCT land defaulters 5 million, 7.5% charge. All this and more on The Punch today. And our final stop is The Daily Times. SSG celebrates Governor Lawal at 60 in Zamfara. PDP leaders draw battle lines, list conditions ahead of national convention. PDP insists no division ahead of November convention. Nigeria Immigration Service plans to establish secondary school in Zamfara. Magistrate Court remands 24-year-old attempted murder, arson. Simon Ekpa, Ohaneze appreciates Tinubu for addressing Southeast. Train derailment, NSIB boss seeks adequate funding. Al-Makura leads Buhari organization to Asarok. All this and more on the Daily Times today. Time to get to your reactions right now. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go onto those platforms to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation. Numbers to send your voice notes or your messages to 08099930137. You can also go on to our X page at Nigeria Info Abuja. That is Nigeria Info ABJ. To all the taggers there, and leave your comment on the X platform, formerly Twitter. Let's run through some live feed comments. We'll go on a break in less than 2 minutes. Come back and get to the phone lines. Dr. Mrs. Onma Olebara says, how can Nigerians trust the people they elected when the leaders have betrayed the trust? We're now having confidence meltdown, which is a situation of having little or no trust in the leaders and others in the system. We need to make a U-turn from the leaders that all hope is not lost and change from the nonchalant attitude they show to the plight of the masses. Then and only then shall confidence be restored. God's will. Asian says Dati Ahmed is right. The APC deliberately unleashed the insecurity allegedly to oust Jonathan out of Asarok. And today, Nigeria is choking on the same situation that has been nurtured. What began as a political weapon has now become a national curse, and the architects of that chaos continue to feast while the country bleeds. All right, let's go on a break.
Informative, exciting, and stimulating talk. Nigeria Info, your number one for talk. More conversation. To this.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This 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 is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. 6:29 right here. Let's get back to your reactions. You can call in 0700 951 0000, 08095974869, and 08099930137. Do all to move away from your device as soon as you get through. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, perfect gentleman, Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month again.
I greet all the callers, the esteemed listeners and contributors of Nigeria Info. For those Nigerians who are lovers of political development, are watching with keen interest what will transfer in Ibadan. The PDP convention in Ibadan is symbolic. Ibadan is the ancient towns of independent warriors who ward off tyranny and injustice. So the antecedent of founding fathers of PDP who confronted military machine then before 1999 that usher us into democracy. With the current PDP stakeholders, watch what is happening in PDP, the impunity. We are watching. Thank you. That is my take this morning. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Because this is Charles speaking.
Welcome, Charles. Go ahead.
On Wednesday, celebrate the beginning of Simon Leper in Finland. A terrorism case was only given 6 years. And that judgment from my own research and finding was done on plea bargain basis. So in other words, once it's done with, and the court system is not normal system, they might repatriate him. He will be start up his citizenship in Finland, and he will be brought back here. Probably they recruited him to cause this destruction in the peace. Might continue to work with him. That's on one side. On the Kwara bandits and whatever going on, I don't know whether you listen to Erifai interview in Senate television. Erifai is not a ticket driver, a former governor of Kaduna. When you listen to this thing, you now know that if we are waiting for government to attract APC government, we are in trouble. Because it has gotten to the point where communities have to arm themselves and defend themselves. It is their right. The right to survival is for you to be alive. It does not come to the government. It is you that decide to live or not. So if you're waiting for this to attract APC government, you are in trouble.
All right.
Have a great day.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Dicky Itodo Abba.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Salasi, making this call right now from Garki.
Go ahead.
Elder Oludade Abiodun is the long that I heard from you. Good morning, sir. I want to talk about the insecurity in Kwara. You can imagine what they are going through. So we are urging the government to do the needful. You know, it has been happening in Benue, in Plateau, in Kaduna, in Zamfara. Now it has shifted to Kwara. So please, our security should do the needful. All those bandits shouldn't be repented bandits, shouldn't be bringing back to society. They should go and repent to God up there. Talking about the Dangote, I want to commend him for exporting his first product to United States of America. Now, the refinery that Atiku talked that time that he's going to privatize, the people come out, hey, Atiku want to sell Nigeria. Now they are still talking of privatizing our national assets. So I don't know what will remain for Nigeria again. Everything. And even the NNPC GM, they say they are not going to sell. But now, this morning, we hear from the news headline that they are going to privatize all these things again. They want to sell it to themselves, Ajakuta and so on and so forth. Ajakuta that has been pumping billions. It has been funded by both the NNPC. The refinery will start work. It works technically. It does and that. All the money they have been holding, and they want to sell it to themselves. May Almighty God help us. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Itodo. Good morning, Nigerian full family.
Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I remember myself, Abubakar Ali, aka I'm calling from PW. I sincerely and unequivocally beg to differ from the submission of Dr. Baba Ahmed. In 2009, when Boko Haram, the slain leader of Boko Haram, was killed, Abubakar, what is his name? It wasn't APC that was in leadership. The poor management of that crisis gave rise to what we are still facing today. Whether I want to believe it or not, it is the rise of Boko Haram, and of course, through the killing of Gaddafi, that Libya armory was looted. The entire Syrian Africa was never the same again till this moment. Bekin Itodo,
yes.
In 2014, it wasn't the APC that $2.something billion that was meant for armed purchase that will quell the spread of Haram was distributed for politicians, was shared among politicians, campaign money. It wasn't APC that. So whatever, in fact, and it wasn't APC that was in power when Chibok girls were kidnapped. The presidency said no girls were kidnapped. It took a Malala, a teenager, as a then, a Malala, a Nobel Prize winner, to come and convince our president then that indeed some girls were kidnapped. So we are not bad students of history. Nobody can change history. We thank God for history. Thank you. And I'm very happy President said that we have achieved our revenue target, no more borrowing. This is just the beginning of good news to come. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. Go now to the live feed and take some of your comments at this time. It's 6:35. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. We are going through the headlines. Also, Francis Namani from Amangunze, thank you for joining the conversation. You say PDP should do everything possible to woo Mr. Peter Obi to run for presidency under the umbrella of the party. Mr. Obi has all it takes to transform this country. Nigeria is richly endowed, but most of our leaders are not really helping matters. May God help us, is how you end. Good morning, non-so Jonathan. Jafaru Husseini, who's watching from Suleja. Jamiu Samuel, who is in Oshogbo right now. And Zuwaira Aminu Izom in Kwali, not forgetting Yada Cedra. Good morning and thank you for joining. Let's look at the live feed on YouTube. Anthony Emenagu says Nigeria must be great again. While Solomon Language is watching from Gwagwalada, we'll now take some of your voice notes on the WhatsApp platform. You can send yours as well. Do all to include your name and your location. It's 08099930137. Good morning.
Good morning, Sir Itodo. My name is Abila, sending in this voice note from Central area. Tinubu reverses NTA appointments. So Tinubu can go back on some of his, appointments. So if he can go back on some of his appointments, let him swallow pride and reverse some of the policies that are putting Nigeria into serious hardship. And Taraba has cried over APC trying to de-infrastructurize some of the political parties. That is the strategy the APC is using. You know, what has happened in Rivers, what has happened in Ganya, in Adamawa State, that is exactly what APC is trying to do to remain in power. And you cannot be, doing this, inflicting pain on people, and you want people to vote you into power. Allow people to vote you into power when you have done something good. We have not done anything, and you want to impose yourself on people. It's not done anywhere. That is my take this morning. God bless Nigeria.
Good morning, Itodo. This is Chukudi. Gombe record low turnout for voters registration. Itodo, I want to advise Nigeria. If you carry Nigeria at heart, what you're supposed to do is to go and register your voter's card. Make sure say you get your voter's card. Not where you don't vote. Maybe if the person you don't want make his way, you begin to complain. You have to vote first. If you vote, you not get the right to complain. So my Nigeria, they know they carry rigging the deceiving, so I know go out, go vote. Go out and vote. Rigging is not easy. It's not easy now because in Nigeria they take it lightly to politicians. Rigging election is not easy because it's very dangerous. Both the INEC and both the people where they rule, where they call themselves court and the security agency, it's not easy. Because when Nigeria come out in millions to follow those people were involved in this rigging, they're not going to stand them. So the only thing be said, may they go out and get their voters card and vote first before we go see the reaction. Well done.
Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, Nigeria Info family. My name is GM Fredrich, reaching you from Durumi this morning. I want to make a comment concerning the statement made by the president about Nigeria not borrowing. Nigeria had reached her target, and she has resources enough to go around the country. They are quite laughable statements that the president always make. This administration and the previous are twin from the same mother. So I don't expect anything other than lies from this administration. From the word go, they've been telling us lies, and they've not ceased to doing so. All right, let's see how God help us forward. I'm talking about Taraba State, how that they are trying to disenfranchise voters. It is the antics the ruling party are bringing up. So I think they are getting their match. God will help us in this country. Thank you.
Good morning, Itodo. And greetings to all Nigerians Info family. My name is Triple D from Waru. Well, PDP say enough is enough. This PDP contribute to hold this country to ransom. Why did I say so? They are never right from day one when Mr. President come into power. They are never good opposition. And you know what it means when we don't have a vibrant, sensitive opposition. But we'll get it right. If they like enough is enough or not, Nigeria will get it right. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. Before I move on to more of your reactions, just to, have you note this, for those who reacted to the Taraba story, I think it's important for you to go read the body, of that particular headline, which says Taraba APC raises alarm over state government's plans to disenfranchise other political parties in the state. And this is ahead of the local government elections in Taraba State scheduled for November. The APC in the state has raised the alarm over measures put in place by the state government through the State Independent Electoral Commission, SIEC, and the State Board of Internal Revenue to frustrate other political parties from participating in the election. According to what was put out there, the state chairman of the APC raised the alarm at a press briefing in Jalingo, and he said SIEC imposed a compulsory fee for candidates aspiring to various positions, varying from 150,000 naira to 1 million, contrary to the position of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Electoral Act. And he also disclosed that fixed sums of 500,000 naira and 1 million as tax clearance for those aspiring for the position of councillors and chairmen, respectively, and noted that those in the PDP were allegedly exempted from any of that, worrying about the chance of it being a fair contest. And the governor of the state is in the PDP, not the APC, so don't mix, that up. And that's why the APC is calling out the government over the concerns that they have raised. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes, sir. My name is Mrs. Summers. On the issue of CMG, the federal government increased the no more subsidy. Most Nigerians are comfortable with CMG. Do you know why?
What's that?
Relatively cheaper than fuel. But there's a problem. Did you convert your vehicle?
No.
Ask people. To get CMG is like a chicken going through the eye of a needle. Not exaggerating. So, some people will spend a whole day to get it. And that's why, when some of us ask a driver, want to drop something in the boot, they will say, okay. When you check, you see that they are using CMG. But they don't reduce charges. Because if you have to get it, you spend a lot of time. In fact, some of them don't work a day. What am I saying, Dinoshe? Availability is a problem. We need more stations so that it will reduce the number of hours that people spend to get it. And people want to. But it's not even encouraging people to convert vehicle to CMG. So I want to advise the government. And we are not seeing government-owned vehicles as it were as well. It was promised that we will get it. Finally, on the issue of appointment, reappointment, recall, NTU, Mr. President. This thing started when the former president, God bless his soul, he inherited people that were appointed by Per Goodluck. Jonathan, I say he can work with them. I know how they help him to succeed. Our president came, he continued from where the former president stopped, because that was what he promised us. Now, if you are a leader and they say go on break, you will not come back. Do you get to hear to know what the people that you were their leader were saying?
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
My name is Mr. Dan, calling from Newcastle.
Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you. WAEC should look at their back, because they should not start what they cannot finish. The other West African country that are conducting WAEC, are they also going for CBT? JAM is struggling for CBT to survive in Nigeria, and the WAEC want to introduce for 774 local governments. And you are telling us that the people will be written for three papers in a day. Look, they should watch their back and they will lose customer. So many people are not going to write that exam again. And so a child who stays in school for 6 years, you want to just go and do CBT for that child to go, a certificate. What are they talking about? As for PDP should go ahead and do the right thing. Weke is not bigger than the PDP. He cannot destroy PDP. He was there when APC won all the 20 local governments, and you call yourself you are a PDP, and you are destroying the party. You have started again. He is not going to work for this time around. Convention must take place in Oyo State.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, this is Mr. Luka calling from Buhari.
Please go ahead, Luka.
Yeah. Today, I think some people who support APC blaming Obasanjo for protecting national asset. Today, people have privatized the NPC, want to go ahead, privatize airports, Jakarta Steel, and all the rest. So I'm now calling on the people who have been Obasanjo for production NEPA to do. So to caution to not to privatize the same time. Otherwise, later going to blame him again. I want to call on them who are selling passengers in the law for privatizing everything and buying it by themselves to go now and caution Tinubu not to do so. Because they are going to passengers to because that vibration. So they to do the same thing. So go and caution him now. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a good day as well. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. We'll now go on to the live feed and take some of your comments. It's 6:47 a.m. right here, and we are looking through the headlines this morning. We're also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. So ensure that you go on to those platforms to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation. Oluwa Botemi Adediro says one of few members shouldn't be greater, much less hold a whole political party to ransom. Nevertheless, PDP should make dignified sacrifices to embrace them, all aggrieved, if possible, because the more the merrier. Also, every state has what it takes to pay far beyond 70,000 naira. However, with many governors' lack of probity, transparency, and accountability, how would they be committed or compelled with the facts via negotiation into paying befitting amount? What's the essence of research and investigations, which are usually conducted diligently by appropriate MDA, security and agencies and intellectuals in government, is the thought that he's sharing this morning. And Chris Matthew watching from Kuru local government area, Karu. Is that it? Thank you for joining in. Oludade Abiodun says, if Dati is claiming that APC deliberately unleashed insecurity in Nigeria to dislodge Jonathan from government, but the same people who are parading themselves as good people in opposition today were once in the APC or the PDP. A great my brother Selassie, very much around, is what you say. Going on now to the WhatsApp platform to take some of your comments at this time. We have this one from Chukwugozie Onu in Madala says, bandits sack Kwara village. When will insecurity stop? God bless Nigeria and Nigerians. Wike all over the place. I think there must be something about Wike that the PDP as a party is not telling us. How can one man be holding a party hostage with reckless abandon? Is PDP's constitution that cumbersome that Wike cannot be expelled? It's just a pity how we build strong men as opposed to strong institutions. May God help us, is what Daddy Shinamite from Gidam Mangoro shares. And Danjuma Eagle, a.k.a. Baba Racer from Sabo, says, my take this morning is on the ethnic census democracy. The moral story is not far from us to see. The blood of ethnicity in Nigeria is thicker than the blood of the founding fathers of this country. The only country that was vaccinated against ethnicity is Tanzania. Since all of us go to the same market in Nigeria, we must mobilize our tribal alliance against bad governance. That's the only way our circumstance will change. And Emeka Itodo from Somerset says, talk about action or talk without action is nonsense. How can one man hold a party to ransom? A real battle is coming. It's going to be an interesting one soon. Watch out for the next battle. Nigeria shall be great again. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Dike Itodo. How was the night and how's your family? This is Mr. Ayodele Abayami sending this voice note from Cuba. I want to react on two issues from your newspaper review this morning. The number one is over the statement of the president that they have made their revenue target for the year, even in the month of August. But I want to ask, why is all this collection, all this money they claim to have been making, is not reflecting in the life of the common people in Nigeria? Why are we still having this hardship going on all around, all over Nigeria? And yet they are telling us they have made their revenue target in the month of August. That is not reflecting on anybody. Ah, my God, where are we heading to? May God have mercy on this country.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo. This is Alaji Susu speaking from Kubura. The handwriting is on the wall for everybody to see. Mr. Wike is working for APC. He's trying to satisfy his paymasters. So the only thing left for APC is to dislodge Mr. Wike from the PDP. Detaining him will worsen the situation of PDP. please, the executives of the PDP should think twice. He alone is not a mortal, he's just an ordinary mortal.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. We need to go in a bit. It's 6:52 right here at 7 o'clock. We'll get right into the lead for today. Salihu in Kwara State says, I wish to bring to your attention the insecurity challenges currently facing Kwara North, particularly in Edo and Patigi local government areas. In Patigi, the most affected district is Lade, which happens to be my community. The situation has become unbearable. As it stands, people live in fear. 8 p.m. daily, everyone must be indoors as it is unsafe to be outside. Despite the brave efforts of our local vigilantes, the community remains vulnerable. Farmers cannot access their farmlands, even though this is supposed to be harvest season. We urgently need the government's intervention to safeguard our lives, restore peace, and allow us to continue our livelihood, is what is shared by Salihu, who is in Kwara State. And on WAEG, good is introducing CBT is how Jamal begins his message. My advice is that they should work with the Ministry of Education so as to introduce using the model in secondary school too in writing their exams, maybe from SS1, so students can get used to it before sitting for WAEG. My opinion is what Jamal shares this morning. CNG has increased. It is uncalled for at this time. Yesterday, I spent 5 hours to buy. If they choose to increase the price, it should be available. Else, we will abandon it for the government, is what Malam Uche in Buhari shares. And Stanley says, do you know that the cost of CNG has increased? What is the reason for this increment? I have come to see that these politicians don't like what the masses enjoy, despite what we spend, or that we spend 24 hours sometimes on the queue for CNG. It as well is how Stanley ends his thoughts. Thank you so much for being a part of these segment today. You can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, and do all to stay hydrated. Good morning.
This is Morning Crossfire.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh, what did happen now?
This is Nigeria Info.